Hi Anna. So you're going to show us how the visually impaired do reading, right?
Yes, we can actually read.
Oh my god.
A lot of people assume, well, I decided to do this video. As you know, I've been doing these YouTube videos because I want to educate the public and show the viewers how that we, the blind, are able to function, that we can still do things. So a lot of people usually ask me if, how do I do reading, or they assume right away that I was someone does the reading for me, even my mail. I actually have done my reading using the computer and using a scanner and using recorder and just different devices that we can use to do reading. I went to Cal State Fullerton and did graduate work. So most people assumes right away that someone did my reading for me, or that I went to special classes, and no, I attended the regular classes just with all the graduates. And the way I got my books years ago used to be on audio cassettes and then CDs, and now we download books from the website and Kindle books and all those new e-textbooks that they have available. But the way I do my reading, I use the computer, and I have shared before that I use a program named Just for Windows. It's a speech program that is installed on the computer. So I listen to whatever I type. This is how it sounds. I know it sounds a little weird, but we get used to it. And then I usually have my monitor off because I'm totally blind. I don't need it. People that is partially blind and they use large print or Zoom text, they have the monitor on. But for me, I usually have it off. Again, we do not use the mouse because we're not able to see and click on whatever you're selecting on the computer, right? We use a combination of hotkeys, and of course we, the blind, have to learn how to use the computer like anybody else, Microsoft Word and different programs, internet. So to do that, we have to use a combination of hotkeys. Shortcut keys, we also call it. For example, if I want to read what's on my screen, we do the insert T as in Tom.
024 read-only compatibility mode Microsoft
I'll press
Word.
the insert, which is on the numeric keypad. We call it insert, but it's the 0. And this is the numeric keypad has to be off. Insert T.
024 read-only compatibility mode Microsoft Word.
It tells me the title. It sounds, you probably don't understand, but it's a chapter that I have. It's a book that I have on CD. So the different ways that we read, the way I have my books is on a CD. I have a CD in my computer. I open up the chapter, and I'm going to go to the top of the document. It's Control Home.
Page 16.
It says page 16 because chapter 2 starts on page 16. And then I can make it read. I can arrow down.
Blank. Chapter 2.
It says chapter 2.
Blank. The counselor, person and professional.
The counselor, I don't know if you understand.
Introduction.
Now I can arrow down, or I can read the whole thing, and we do the 0 on the numeric keypad, insert, and the number 2, and it'll just read.
Introduction. The counselor as a therapeutic person. Personal characteristics of effective counselor.
And I'm used to the speed. I can make it slow while that is reading by pressing the page down.
The role of the personal counseling for the counselor.
See, now it's slower. But I get annoyed with it's too slow. I'm gonna higher up the volume.
The role of the counselor's values and the counselor deep talk about the sharing responsibility with the client.
See, it can go fast.
Page 2.
So that is one of the ways that I how I do reading. Now I can also read using my whatever they send me by email. A lot of people think that we're the blind are not able to email, but we actually are. So I'm going to open my inbox. We use Outlook to read our email. We don't have to go on the website and click on all those links. So I have a shortcut key for my inbox is Control-Alt-M for mail.
Microsoft Outlook dialog. Outlook experienced a serious problem with the Edit Tools Classic menu for Outlook 2010 added. If you will tap no button to activate, press space bar enter.
It said that it has a problem.
So
this is my inbox Outlook. It's very easy for us to use, and I just arrow up and down to hear what message is going.
Was not a Virginia Forest unread attachment. Marion was
okay, so I arrow up or down to here.
Unread Christmas home.
It says unread.
Date unread Christmas home.
So if I want to read that, I'll press enter on that.
From net members.
And then I can arrow down to read, you know, the...
Land. I can't believe it. We're only 1 week away.
See, I'm arrowing down just to read what's on the
The
email.
mushroom like bring your own land. This year the national.
Or I can just use the insert to and read it all, but I can just arrow down. And then I can just respond by doing Control R.
Edit.
And I can just start typing.
A-L-O space A-O space A-R-E space R-U.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? I'm going to escape and
Escape, Microsoft, no button.
it's asking me if I want to save the changes.
Escape,
So that's
enter.
one way to read my emails. Now the other thing way we can read is, this is a digital recorder. So I have a book in there and it's already on, so I can just play it.
DB 71734. Copyright 2010 by
It's a
Suzanne
book?
Collins. Red
Oh,
light, green
okay.
noise. This
So-
book contains 398 pages. Approximate reading time,
And I
9
can,
hours,
you know,
55
just
minutes.
forward.
Forward. Forward 20 seconds. New location within.
Library of Congress, annotation.
And this is,
District 13.
I usually read, this one I use it to read books for pleasure, like this is the Hunger Games book. The other way that we can read is, this is called the Victor Stream Reader. I have shared this before, and I have books in this, I have an SD card that I have different books. It says bookshelf, if you cannot hear.
Notes. Notes.
Mhm.
Notes.
And then you can just, you know, play it.
Note 93.
So I recorded, you know, something and it's there. So that's another way to read. One that I really like, it's a software. Well, this is a regular scanner, but we have a program that is a program called Kurzweil, 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 and it's a reading software for the blind. Kurzweil 1000. There is one that is Kurzweil 3000, but it's the 1000 is for blind or visually impaired people, and that allows us to scan whatever is not, you know, on CD or a different format. This is for text. Like I use it to read my mail pretty much. I love it, and it has different voices. You can set it up to read whatever voice you want to do. So you place whatever, you know, the mail. You make sure that it's in there. So this is how I read my mail. And then the program is installed on the computer, and then whatever you scan is going to transfer that into, you know, the Kurzweil, the reading program is going to read it out loud. It's not going to be the JAWS program. So I'm going to turn it on. My hotkey for Kurzweil is Control-Alt-K.
Alt-Control-K.
And once you turn
Hello, and welcome to the Kurzweil 1000, version 13.03. Press the rectangle.
See, the voice is different because this is not JAWS. So it's like, I know it's open, and then for us to scan is F9.
Scanning. Please wait.
Let's do and see if that's going to scan. I think it's doing that. It's pretty good. It's you know, for magazine, newspaper, or anything that is on a handout, like when I got handouts from class.
Page 1 complete.
See eyes GPS. Tap tap see blind and
So that is, you know, I set it up for it to start reading whatever I scan, but you can stop it here and then you can just continue reading. I'm going to press the series to play.
blind and visually impaired camera. 7. Text Detective is an OCR app that can read some printed materials. 5.
And this is really good because, you know, a lot of the mail is you get mails on letters and it's not electronic. Now a lot of the mail is electronic, so you know, I get those by email and just you know, reads that for me. But for the Kurzweil is very good for people that wanna read their mail, especially for older adults and with the blind that we don't have, you know, a lot of help from someone. This program I can also convert, you know, copy and paste and make it into a Word document, or I can actually go and actually type. And if this is a form that I have to fill out, I can go on the form and actually fill it, you know, fill it out.
Wow.
So that's another way to read. Now with the iPhone,
8:31 p.m.
let me unlock my iPhone.
Unlock button. Unlock.
Okay.
Facebook. 2 new items. Double
I
tap to
love
open.
the iPhone.
Camera. Safari.
And let me, this
Double
is,
tap to open.
I don't know if I have time to show this.
Phone.
A little bit.
87 unread messages.
Okay, I click on my mail,
Inbox.
Uh-huh.
and that's how I get. I have my email.
Anna
Okay.
Garzaya. Happiness. First day. Mailboxes. Back
I
button.
hear mailboxes, so I click on it, double click with a
Mailboxes.
double finger, and now I get a list of my emails.
Mailboxes. Heading. Inbox. 87 unread messages. Inbox. 87 unread messages.
87 unread messages.
VIP. Mailboxes. Heading. Drafts. Send.
See? So my draft, my send,
Trash.
and I can just go and read my email, and then I'll do another video to show how we email using the iPhone, because it's pretty cool. It allows us to be very independent. But I thought I would share how to with the blind read, and that's not true. Not we can be very independent, and not we don't depend on other people to do all the reading. Thanks for
Online to
watching.
right.
Thank you.